Hey all, hope you guys are all doing well. I'm Captain Logan from the Keelhauled podcast, and we're going to be covering the latest teaser trailer for the next mystery in Sea of Thieves. The date for this has actually been released. It is 5/12, 2023, and we're going to be watching the trailer, talking about the lines that are actually in there, see if we can come up with a little bit of an idea of who this might be. It could be a completely new character, but fantastic trailer. If you haven't seen one of these breakdowns before, I would recommend. It's a 1-minute teaser trailer. You're gonna want to just sit down and watch it naturally before, because I'm going to be stopping and starting as I go through this to kind of break this stuff down. So already we've got hands with strings, very kind of a marionette, puppeteer style kind of animatic going on here. And it kind of says that, someone is pulling the strings of something that's going on. And this could mean that there is that the person that's speaking is the person that's actually pulling the strings. It could mean that someone else has been pulling the strings on them and forcing them to be in the situation that they're in. The first line that we get outside of ominous breathing is held still for years, which means that they could be suspended, they could be imprisoned. It's hard to know kind of what's going on there.
Still for years. Cold to the touch.
Cold to the touch is interesting. It means kind of, that there's no warmth in what's going on. It could be referring to an item, could be referring to a body. If it's referring to a body, that means it could be that the person is dead. It could be that the person is in suspended animation, stasis. If they're held still for years, cold to the touch means that they may not have been able to move, or they're inanimate. Couple ways that you could interpret that.
Unjust punishment.
So an unjust punishment means that they were definitely guilty of something, but the punishment was too severe. And that kind of falls in line with the idea that they've been still for too long, that they've been cold to the touch, that maybe death was the punishment, and that was an unjust punishment. Here we have an image of a pirate with a hook for a hand and a shovel being manipulated by the strings from the puppeteer. We don't know if this is the person that is speaking, or if this is what the person did, and the person that is the puppeteer was caught as a result of the actions that this person did. So it could go either way.
Time without meaning.
Time without meaning's an interesting one. I looked this up real quick, and according to this, it's a change in a phrase called time without numbers. It's a grammatical sentence, but essentially a time without numbers means an infinite number of an infinite number. So here, according to the Farlex Dictionary of Idioms, without number means so numerous as to be uncountable. So if you replace the word time with numbers, then it would be so much time as to be uncountable, which means that in this kind of a situation, they've been held still, cold, for so long that there's no way to really tell how long they've been doing. Kind of Illidan from World of Warcraft, 10,000 years I was imprisoned, kind of that vibe that we're getting. So I don't know, maybe we're getting Illidan in Sea of Thieves. They seems to speak to the accusers, the adjudicators, the people that are judging the person who was imprisoned, to kind of see like if that's what's going on there. If that's the case, really excited for this new mystery, by the way.
But only I see what they cannot.
This is interesting. This is clearly a different person. They have a hand where the hook was for the other situation. Here, hard to tell if this was the original person. Again, they're being manipulated. So it seems like there's at least two in the party that are being manipulated by this puppeteer. One person with a shovel, one person with a compass and map. They were looking for something, and it looks like they came across a skeleton reanimated. Again, it's really hard to know so early on if the puppeteer is the one that is imprisoned, and they were charged with manipulating these two people to go do something that then cost them their lives, which forced him into a prison, held into a prison for a long time. Not really sure, but I have a feeling that the victims of this are no longer with us, and the puppeteer is the one that was manipulating it. They are now the one that was unjustly imprisoned for a long period of time. It's a little hard. Let's go back a little bit. It's a little hard to interpret kind of what he means by they think they understand, but only I can see what they cannot. That is typically something that you would see a villain speak to. Like, my vision of the world is the right vision. It's just not the popular vision. It's not the one that everyone is willing to accept, that things need to be done for the right vision to be the one that is in existence. So often villains are like, this world would be so much better if people were all just kind of following in line and taking orders and obeying. Star Wars has this, the Matrix has this. So many films rely so much on a villain having a vision of the world that they believe to be the correct one. So when you hear someone say, only I can see what they cannot, it typically means that there is a perspective being held by someone that does not fall in line with popular belief.
What they cannot. Turn the key, and all will end for them.
So turn the key and all will end for them. I'm pretty sure that is reference to a prison cell. If there are locks on whoever is being imprisoned, turning the key and all will end for them means that their vision will be recognized. They'll be able to go out and achieve what they need to do. And it will mean the end for all of the accusers, all of the adjudicators that put this person in prison. Really cool. I love this. I think Flix Entertainment is the one that did the trailer for this. It's a minute long, so I think I've been talking for just under 10, so we'll leave it at this. We'll know more on May 11th. Fantastic to see these kind of things happening again. I'm really excited for it. Make sure you guys are keeping up to date with that. I'll be talking about it in Keelhauled as well, but I wanted to get this breakdown in case anyone wasn't too sure about what was going on. Anyway, that's going to do it. Let's see if there's anything else.
It's yours to reveal.
So that's kind of the onus.
I will be waiting.
So the onus is on the community to figure out how to turn the key. So we don't know yet. There hasn't been any news. This is the first day that we've seen this. So people are already probably trying to figure out what's going on with this. So May 11th is the kickoff for this, I believe. Really excited to see it. So that's going to do it. Again, if you guys like this, make sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff. If there's more of these, I'll try and get them out as quickly as possible. Outside of that, just keep an eye out for Keelhauled Podcast. Thanks. Bye.